Hey everyone, this is Mike. I wanted to talk about the contest a little bit now that we have our selections out there, which was a crazy process. The judges, we all came up with our top selections in each group, in each category, and then went through each of them and decided who was going to finally be in our top selections groups, who couldn't make it, who each judge really wanted to be in there, and all that. And it's a tough process. And I think the reason I wanted to record this video is just to talk about photo contests in general. They're difficult, right? It's just like anything out there, especially things that are judged. Art, forever, art is the beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Everybody walks into a museum and looks at art and has their own thoughts and own interpretations of it, right? We get that. That's just kind of the way it is. In competitions that are judged, a lot of that is up to the judges' experience and what they're looking for. If you think about the Olympics in gymnastics, that's one I always think about, where there's these gymnasts who are constantly at the top of their game, but a lot of what they're doing is based on judges' scores. They watch them do their routine, they give them a score based on what they did, and then they win. And that can be open to interpretation, scrutiny, corruption, stuff like that. But most of the time, those scores are legit. That's based off of the difficulty of the routine, the combination of skills, and things that are kind of considered in general the way you score points in gymnastics. So for a photo contest, I like to think that it's the same way. We are grading, scoring images based on a variety of factors. One, how difficult was it? How well does the photographer have a grasp of the technical abilities of taking a photo? Is it in focus? Is it soft? Is it shaky? Composition, to do a good composition. Tone, color, editing, all that stuff. As people and photographers who've been doing this for a long time and also see the nature of photography out there, there's certain things in the world of photography that are probably widely considered like good ways to take photos. When I capture a photo of a storm and let's say a customer wants to buy it and hang it on their wall and it's like a 9-foot by 6-foot giant print, I want when it's on that wall that if you get up, relatively close, that it's sharp. I want it to look good. I want people to I want to be proud of it. I wanted to see it blown up and I'm not going to be, oh man, that's tough. That's soft. And I feel sad that I didn't do a better job. There are just things like that matter. When you're shooting lightning, do you have a good idea of f-stops and ISO and all that kind of stuff? Is your lightning blown out? There's so much that goes into it. I could keep rambling about it. The point is, we are looking at all these photos with a lens of these are certain things we're looking for, certain levels of quality, editing, composition, and all that, plus the uniqueness of the situation. It may be that someone took a great photo that was perfectly edited, perfect tones and colors, perfect skill, the lighting's great. You might be able to see a spot where the lightning lands, or the tornado might be epic, or the sunset's great, but somebody else got a shot that if you see that, it might stop people in their tracks. And they got lucky. We all know weather. Storm chasing photography in general is putting yourself in the right position to get lucky with something amazing. A lot of skill goes into being able to capture that. And that's what I really like a lot, is who in the moment where something was happening was able to capture that moment in the best way. On top of that, I've been chasing a long time and I've looked at just tens of thousands of photographs from everybody, all over social media, everything. And after a while what is rare to see. You see a blue jet, or you see just upward lightning. You see things that aren't normally seen, and like those stand out. So the fact is this contest, we are doing our best to look at all these images, score them, and just figure out what is the most impactful photo. What do we want to represent the contest and what we are trying to celebrate with this contest. And again, going back to the fact this is our 5th year doing this. I started this contest solely because there's a lack of any contest or anything out there that celebrates the art and skill of storm chasing photography. There's just nothing else out there. They're all too vague. This one is specifically run by storm chasers, judged by storm chasers, and not just storm chasers, I should say, but people who are out there trying to capture storms. Maybe you don't chase, maybe you wait for them to come into your neighborhood. But the fact is this is what we're trying to celebrate, because it's a very, very hard thing. And judging is also going to be very, very difficult. There are so many photos this year where I'm like, that one's awesome, that one's awesome. How the heck am I supposed to pick between these two? This one is awesome for one reason, this one is awesome for another. They both could be the same score. And that's the tough part about photo contests. And if you didn't make it far into our selections, or if you don't make it to the next round, my sincere hope is that you use the contest as a way to want to improve, want to get better, talk to the judges, email us, ask what maybe we noticed or didn't notice in your photo, what you could do better next time. Or maybe you had the best year you've ever had and somehow someone had a better year. The Photographer of the Year category this year is really strong overall, top to bottom. There's so many good photographers that did so much this year. It's going to be a daunting task to figure out who deserves to be in the top. And of course, when you lose, it's never a good feeling. I've entered lots of photo contests, never even had my work make it anywhere where it was seen. Or maybe I did well in one. But the bottom line is you can't win them all. And it's something that I want to see for myself. If I enter and I didn't get it and I didn't make it and I see the photos that win, I'm going to use that as motivation to get better and to try to get better. And I personally am still trying to get better all the time. So the whole point of this really was to just try to share our heart. Myself, Jennifer, Dennis, we're the 3 main judges. We love doing this. We love all your photos. And we really look at it with a blind eye to who is taking these pictures, but just looking at the images and judging them for what they are, judging them based on the group they're in and how they measure up to everything else. And I know, I've heard the little comments here and there about the contest just kind of goes with favorites all the time, and I could not express how far from the truth that actually is. I crave photographers and images from around the world. I mean, a few years ago, maybe our first contest, the inaugural lightning photo of the year was a lightning bolt in Champagne, France. I crave storm photography from around the world, okay? And I don't want it to be the same people. I want to see people grow. I want to see new people come up. And I think we're seeing that this year. So I want to thank everybody for using the contest as a way to try to get better, to want to make an impression and reach the top of what we are doing here. So thank you all for participating. Thank you for watching this long video and listening to me ramble. I hope it made sense. I hope that you feel encouraged, even if you're not going to get to the end, that you go, better luck next year. I'm going to go out and chase in 2025 and get the best images of storms I can possibly get. So good luck to all of you who are going to be back out there this year. I can't wait to see who ends up as a finalist and then the ultimate winners.